Today I'm going to show you how to set up an Exfil task after completing all tasks, and then 2 ways you can have a helicopter come and extract you. Alright, so we're going to build a little mission. We're going to set up 3 tasks. So let's choose our enemy. It's going to be independent. We're going to go to FIA, then men, and we're going to choose a grenadier. I'm going to place him right about here. Then we're going to choose a rifleman, and we're going to place him right about here. Next, we're going to go to cars, and then we're going to choose an off-road HMG, and we're going to place him right about here. Next, we're going to go to props, and then to the search box, and we're going to type in the word ammo. We're going to put down an ammo box syndicate, and we're going to place that right about here. Next, we're going to set up the task for each of these. So we're going to go to systems and to modules. Then we're going to go to Intel. Then we're going to choose a create task module. We're going to place that right here, and we're going to edit the module. We're going to set the owner to Blue 4. We're going to set the title as clear the area. Then in the description, we're going to put clear the area of enemy presence. Module position, we're going to disable that. We're going to set the state to created. Task type will be to kill. And that's it. We're going to place a set task state module. And we're going to sync that to the create task module. Then we're going to edit this module and set it to succeeded. Hit OK. We're going to copy these. Press Ctrl C. And we're going to paste them over here. And paste them over here so we don't have to redo them. We just got to change the attributes of them. So they'll be succeeded already. And then for this, we're going to edit the truck and give him a variable name of truck. And just hit OK. In the create task module, the owner is Blue 4, and then the title will be destroy the HMG. In the description, we'll have locate and destroy the HMG. Period. This will be like that. Then we'll set this to destroy, and that sets up our task for the moment. For this, we're going to go to the ammo box, and we're going to edit the ammo box, give it a variable name of ammo 1, and hit OK. Then we're going to go to the create task module, and we're going to change the title of this. This will be destroy the ammo box. In the description, we'll put locate and destroy the ammo box, period. And all we have to do here is change the task to destroy, and that's it. Next, to make these tasks work, they will show up, but not going to be anything to succeed them. So what we need to do is place a trigger. So we're going to choose a trigger, and we're going to choose a trigger without a size, and we're going to place the trigger right here. For these guys, we're going to resize the trigger. So we're going to use the area widget, and we're just going to expand this just so that it encompasses them, and that should be good. And then we're going to edit the trigger. We're going to give the trigger a variable name of A1. We're going to make it square, and then in the activation, we're going to set independent, not present. So remember, activation is independent, not present. On activation, we're going to put a little code, and this code is A1 units dead space equals space true with a capital T and then semicolon. Alright, that's all we have to do for this trigger. We're going to sync the set task state to the trigger. We're going to choose a trigger without a size, and we're going to place that right here. Then we're going to sync this trigger to the set task state module. We're going to edit the trigger, and in the condition box, we're going to put exclamation point alive space truck and then semicolon. And that's all we have to do for this trigger. Next, we're going to go to the ammo box, and we're going to put down a trigger without size, sync it to set task state module. We're going to edit the trigger and do the same thing. In the condition box, we're going to put exclamation point alive space ammo 1 and then semicolon. and we'll just hit OK. All right, so that sets up our task. All right, let's save our mission. And this next part will be for the Exfil setup, so the Exfil task. So for this, what we need to do is choose a trigger without a size, and we're going to place that right in the middle. Now with this trigger, we're going to edit the trigger, and all we need to do with this is put in the condition box a code that will check all the 3 tasks that we did to make sure that they have been completed. So this is basically a completed trigger. So in the condition box, we're going to put the following code. It's going to be A1 units dead space 2 and signs space left curly bracket not left curly bracket again alive with a capital A space, this will be truck, and then 2 right curly brackets space 2 and signs space left curly bracket not left curly bracket alive space ammo 1 and then 2 right curvy brackets. All right, so that's all we have to do for this trigger for the moment. Right, so all we have to do now is just hit OK, and that sets up that part. We're going to save that. We're going to go way down here, and that should be far enough. And we're going to set up the same thing. And I'm going to press Control C. You're going to see what I'm going to do in a minute. And we're going to turn this around. And what we're going to do here is we're going to place a trigger without a size, and then we're going to resize it with the area widget a second. So it's just going to be the size of these sandbags. So we're going to edit it, rectangle, and that's fine. So let's edit the trigger, and in the on activation box, we're going to set this to blue 4 present, and then in the on activation box, we're going to put a code. This is going to be our end mission trigger. So we're going to put a left square bracket and right square bracket, and then space call space BIS underscore FNC underscore end mission, and then semicolon, and that's it for that. Next, we're going to go to one of these tasks. Let's go to one of these tasks a second, and we'll just copy this. We'll just copy this task, and we're going to go here. And what we're going to do is we're going to place a task. This task is going to be this. This is going to be our Exfil task. So we're going to edit the create task module, and the title is going to be Exfil. And then in the description, we're going to put all tasks completed, exfil the area, and extract by helicopter! Exclamation point. All right, we're going to set this to the module position, and this we're going to set this to exit. That's it. Next, we're going to set the task state as succeeded, and then we're going to delete this. We're going to move this here. Then we're going to sync this trigger to the set task state module for the Exfil. That's the first part. Next, we're going to go to the map, and we're going to sync this create task module. We're going to sync it to, really got to zoom out. We're going to sync it to our completed task trigger. Okay, so quick overview. When you complete all 3 tasks, it fires off this trigger, because this trigger checks to see if the area is cleared of these 2 soldiers. It checks to see if the truck is still alive, and it checks to see if ammo 1 is not destroyed or still alive if you want. Once these tasks are complete, then this trigger fires off, and you get the Exfil task that will pop up. And that's basically your exfil. Here is how we set up a helicopter for this exfil. So we're going to go to props and we're going to type in the word heli pad in the search box, and we're going to put a square helipad. We're going to put that right next to the sandbags. Maybe just give it a little bit of room. Just like that, that's fine. Next we're going to go to blue 4 and we're going to choose a helicopter. We're going to put it down in UH-80 Ghost Hawk with crew, and we're going to put that right here. Alright, now that we have the helicopter set, let's click on the helicopter so he's highlighted. You see him highlighted in the entities panel. We're going to give him a waypoint. So out in front of him, hold down left shift, right click, and it'll give him a move waypoint. Edit that waypoint and go to behavior, set it to careless, and then just click OK. Next, we'll go to the map, and while the waypoint is still highlighted, the move waypoint that we just placed, what you're going to do is you're going to go about halfway between where the helicopter is at and where the player is at, and click on the ground so it gives him a second waypoint. Then you're going to go up by where the player is at, and you're going to give him a third waypoint. And then you're going to edit this waypoint, and you're going to scroll up in the list and choose join, and then just hit OK. Now we're going to go to this location, and we're going to take this waypoint and move it, and what you're going to do is you're going to attach this end of this waypoint to the player's icon. Notice how the icon changes, and just let it go. Alright, so that's one part. What's going to happen here is the helicopter, when the mission starts, is going to basically start its engines and take off, follow its waypoint, and it's going to join the player. Now we don't want that because we want all the tasks to be completed and then to get the exfil, and then want the helicopter to come. So how do we do this? Let's go back to the map, and let's go back to where the helicopter is, and what you're going to do is you're going to click on his first waypoint, and you're going to right click, you're going to go to connect, set waypoint activation, and you'll get the line coming off your cursor. Scroll out or zoom out, and you're going to connect this to our all tasks completed trigger. As you can see, once all tasks are completed, you killed all these guys, you destroyed the truck, you destroyed the ammo box, it triggers this trigger, which checks to see if all those tasks are done. Then it creates the exfil task, which triggers that, and then sets the activation for the helicopter. So the helicopter won't move until his first waypoint is activated, and then the helicopter will fly, they'll come and join you, and then you'll have them under your command. And I'll show you in our test here how to handle him. So let's save our little mission here and let's play it. Alright, before we start shooting anybody here and get killed ourselves, let's go to the map. Let's go to tasks. We have 3 tasks: destroy the HMG, which is the truck, destroy the ammo box, and clear the area. Let's go back to the map and let's do these tasks. So we'll take these guys out. First task complete. Take this guy out before he shoots us. Kill that guy. Throw a grenade to blow up the truck. And let's shoot the ammo box. Alright, we got the ammo box now. Alright, so task completed. We destroyed the HMG. We got a new task, exfil. And if you look down that way, you'll see that the helicopter's rotors has started up. So if we go to the map, we go to tasks, all tasks complete. Now we got the exfil, all tasks completed, exfil the area, and extract by helicopter. I'm going to walk you through now what to do when this helicopter joins your group. So let's throw some smoke down just for the sake of ambience. So when he joins your group, he's going to come right to you. Let's give him a few seconds here. Alright.
Join group.
Alright, now highlight number 2 and tell him to disembark.
Disembark.
And while he's coming down, highlight him again and go 1-6. We he stays in the helicopter and keeps the engines running. Then you get in and you go to the map and you give him, you highlight him again and you tell him to move landing pad is. So let's speed this up a little. Now once he gets here, hit 2 again and tell him to disembark and he'll land. Tell him to stop. And just tell him to get back in.
Pilot, get in that vehicle.
And then just tell them and they'll have their things off. You still have command of them, but since it's mission over, now you just walk through the trigger and you get task complete for the exfil and mission completed. Let's go back to the editor. I'm going to show you this second method. We're going to expand the entities panel here and delete the waypoints that we gave to the helicopter. We're going to edit the helicopter and we're going to give him a variable name. It's going to be heli_1. So we gave him a variable name, and next we're going to go back to where the player's at. We're going to go to the all tasks completed trigger, and in the on activation box we're going to put a little code in. Left square bracket heli_1 right square bracket space join left curvy bracket group space player right curvy bracket and then semicolon. What's going to happen is when you complete these tasks, it's going to fire off this trigger. So as we know, this trigger checks to see if the 3 tasks are completed, and once they are completed on activation, the helicopter is going to join the player. At the same time, the exfil task is going to be created, and what you're going to do is you're going to tell helicopter to come and fly to your position and come and pick you up, and I'll show you how that works. Let's save that and let's test that out. Alright, let's kill these guys. First task completed. Alright, that was a little tricky. Throw a grenade. Alright, we got the ammo box. Alright, see? And 2 is going to start up. And what you're going to do is you're going to tell him to come over here.
2, move half a click north.
Tell him to move. And just like the other method, tell him to disembark when he gets here. Because otherwise he's just going to be, you know, hovering in the air. I'm going to throw smoke again. Speed this up a little. Alright, so now we'll tell him to disembark.
2, dismount.
And while he's going to land, he's got his wheels out like that, highlight him again, and tell him to stop. Get in this helicopter. He'll keep the engines running, go to the map, and do the same thing. Just tell him to move. And once he's there, tell him to disembark. And he's going to land on the helipad. notice how you have the difference between the previous method and this method? Well, with the previous method, you have the full crew. You have the full helicopter. With this one, you just have the pilot himself. Alright, so now we have the exfil task. All tasks completed, exfil the area, and extract by helicopter. So we've extracted, we're back at base, and we just entered the trigger to end the mission complete. Exfil has been completed, and here we are. Mission completed. Alright guys, hope you liked that. I hope you learned something. I want to thank you guys for watching. For more codes and scripts, take a look at this playlist.